Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well this wonderful morning. Getting the good old team speak, the TS as they call it. Why am I already here? How's that possible? That doesn't make any sense. Huh. New York, guys. I'm trying to figure out why in the TeamSpeak all of a sudden I'm there twice. So I'm not logged on anywhere else, but apparently I am. I just don't know how. Oh, because I have two instances of TeamSpeak open. That'll do it. Felt like Spider-Man for a second. Okay. That's better. Okay. Now we got that squared away. Let's get logged on here. Primed up. Do a little connectivity. That's always good when my push talk isn't working. Hold on, guys. Something got this. There we go. Much better. It's working now. All right. Let's see what we got going here. We're on the 4s. All right. Where are you going, Kennedy? You can contact me.
New York Center, Endeavor 5263, 4,800, descending 2,500 on a 310 heading with the weather at JFK.
Endeavor 5263, New York, radar contact about 6 miles southeast of ZTAL, 4,300 Kenny altimeter, 2988. Good morning. What approach are you planning for?
88, good morning. We are planning to go direct ZTAL for the ILS 4 right.
Endeavor 5263, descend and maintain 2,000 direct ZTAL. Maintain 2,000 until established, cleared ILS 4 right.
Down 2,000 direct ZTAL, 2,000 until established, cleared ILS 4 right. Endeavor 5263, thanks. Good morning.
Good morning. Where's my V8s? Here we are. Potential aircraft at Kennedy ATIS information Alpha is now current. The altimeter 29888.
New York Center, KLM 2811, radio check.
KLM 2811, New York Center, radar contact at 10,400. Altimeter is 2988. Welcome aboard. You can proceed direct merit, climb maintain 17,000.
Direct Mirror and 17,000, KLM 2811.
New York Center, Delta 5648, descending via LND 8, descending 10,000.
Delta 5648, New York Center, radar contact about 5 miles to the northwest of the LaGuardia VOR 15,300. The LaGuardia altimeter is 2988. Plan vectors, ILS 4 right into Kennedy this morning.
And we're planning for vectors for the ILS 4 right. Good morning, Delta 5648.
Delta 5648, fly present heading, descend and maintain 13,000.
Present heading 13,000, 5648.
Endeavor 5263, I've rolled out the red carpet for you. You're number 1, wind 020 at 8, runway 4 right, clear to land.
I need a coffee before I clear to land. Endeavor 5263.
Someone clip that. Good morning, Sandeep. Good to see you. I'll only be on for like, let's see, it's 4:34. 2 hours probably, because I have to fly at 8 o'clock. I went to bed at like 9 p.m. Poggers. I am ripping roaring right now. KLM 2811, you're leaving my airspace. Boston Center's closed. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
We'll go to Unicom now. Have a great flight. Have a great shift. See ya.
I'll enjoy my flight as well. Thank you. Potential aircraft at Newark Liberty International Airport. ACE information Alpha is now current. The altimeter at Newark 2989. Poggers, it's just started, man. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm a happy camper. All right, Sandeep. I'll be here. All right, so I have to adjust this profile to add Philadelphia. Okay. Delta 5648, fly heading 190, descend and maintain 8,000.
Yeah, descend maintain 8,000. Can you get the heading one more time? 5648.
190.
190 down to 8,000, 5648.
Delta 5648, send and maintain 2000, fly heading 220.
So maintain 2000, 220 on the heading, Delta 5648.
Endeavor 5263, welcome to the city. So nice they named it twice. New York, New York. Left on Foxtrot, short of 4 left.
Left Fox, short of 4 left, Endeavor 5263.
Good morning, Evan. Cougars, sorry. Now I know. I've been calling you by the wrong name the whole time. Unbelievable. Cougars. Endeavor 5263, cross 4 left at Foxtrot, make a left on Alpha to the ramp. Have a good morning.
Cross 4 left to Fox, Alpha to parking, Endeavor 5263. Have a good morning.
Delta 5648, turn right heading 280.
All right, 280, 5648, and we're reducing speed now.
Roger, I'll pretend that that regulation doesn't exist right now.
Can we get the high speed?
If you can get down to 2,000 in 15 miles, I don't care what you do. I'll be nice today. Such a nice guy. I'm in such a nice mood. I got a nice bit of sleep. Delta 5648, turn right heading 310.
Right, 310, Delta 5648.
It was good. It's gone now. Cougars. That's gonna take me a while to get right. I have Celsiuses too, but in the morning, something about that coffee taste, man. Dun dun. Delta 5648, you're 10 miles from ZTAL. Turn right direct ZTAL. Maintain 2000 until established on localizer. Cleared ILS 4 right approach. Speed your discussion.
And that's right direct ZTAL, maintain 2000 until crossing ZTAL, speed at discretion, 5648.
Cleared the ILS 4 right.
And also clear for the ILS 4 right, 5648.
We're on the 4s. We're on the 4s. Am I owning the Coney right now? That's a good question because I cannot remember right now. Kennedy owns. Gordy owns the Belmont. What do I own right now? I definitely own the Belmont. Yeah, because I'm not using the 1-3, so he's going to be on the Goldman. Doing all right, Adam. How are you? Oh, Poogers! It takes me like 4 shots of espresso for me to be wired. I built up such a high tolerance. I don't own the Belmont right now because I'm not on the. Actually, I don't own the Belmont because I'm on the 4s right now. And I definitely don't own the Coney. So do I own anything, or am I just poor right now? JFK owns none. LaGuardia owns the Belmont and Coney. North, east, west should be the tennis. Interesting. Got it. Totally fucked that up. Cool story, bro. I gotta fix that, which I will. The way to fix that is to... I just have to modify the flight plan really quick in the system. There we go. All right, let's try that again. Let's get Sundeep the correct departure, which is the tennis 6 because of the way everything is right now. There we go. Delta 5648, wind 020 at 8, runway 4 right, clear to land.
All right, clear to land, Delta 5648.
No, Goldman can still run off of 1-3 because we're still departing 1-3 regardless. It's just the way that the departure procedure actually runs. So if I do, let me see if I can draw this really quick. Light shot. So the way that it works, for those of you who are curious, I'm also explaining this to Sundeep because I know he's actually watching the stream at the current moment. Where is print screen? Not that print screen. That one. So the difference between the procedure is that the tennis will take you out this way, and the Goldman will actually take you out this way. And it's all about airspace delegation. So like right here, I quickly draw that out for you. Let me just, if I do this as an example, this area here is called the Coney. And over here is the Belmont. We'll just go like this. It's a lot smaller than that. It's like there, but whatever. You get the idea. Is the Belmont. So when we're on the 2-2s, Kennedy owns the Belmont. If we're running the 3-1s, Kennedy's on the Coney. If we're on 3-1 plus 2-2, Kennedy's on Coney and Belmont. It depends on the departures that LaGuardia can use. But being that I don't own either of these right now, this departure procedure doesn't exist. You're always given the tennis if you're going that way. And if you're going to a Southgate, you'll get the Nathans or the Coney climb. The more you know, yeah. Why am I streaming at 4:45 in the morning, Yerix? Why the hell not, brother? Because I'm wired, dude. I went to bed at 9:30. That's considered way early for me. So I woke up at 4 a.m. and I'm like, hello, let's start the day. And here we are. LOL, that actually made sense. But I just had one question. Isn't runway 4 the active runway, though? Not according to my ATIS, unless I fat fingered. Oh, yep, I fucked it up. He reads the ATIS. I clicked the wrong one. My bad. Potential aircraft at LaGuardia. ATIS information Bravo is now current runway constructions complete. We're now departing runway 13, landing runway 4. That makes so much more sense why you're like, that doesn't exist for that runway. Listen, the Port Authority just finished laying new asphalt. Delta 5648, welcome to the Big Apple. Left on Foxtrot, short 4 left.
Left on Foxtrot, short 4 left. Thanks, Delta 5648. And sending Delta 5648. Can we take the left here on Foxtrot Bravo and rejoin Foxtrot?
Yeah, let's do 5648 left there, Foxtrot Bravo. Make your left at the fork on Foxtrot Alpha. Join Foxtrot short 4 left.
Cool, Foxtrot Bravo, Foxtrot Alpha. Short 4 left at Foxtrot. Sorry, you had too much speed past Foxtrot.
It's okay. I've had a long landing just like that in the 321, so don't feel bad. And for those of you just tuning in, if you do have any questions about the Airbus as well, for those of you who don't know, I am an airline pilot who flies the A320 Neo and CEO and the A321 Neo and CEO, so I can help you out if you're unfamiliar. I'm playing with slime and it's addicting. Better than drugs. Nice and chill, guys. Just chilling out today. Oh, man. Alrighty, Delta 5648, cross runway 4 left at Foxtrot, and make a left on Alpha ramp.
Alright, cross 4 left at Foxtrot, left Alpha to the ramp, 5648, thanks.
New York Center, good morning. Singapore 25 at JFK with Alpha. We are ready for taxi.
Singapore 25, heavy, New York, good morning. Runway 4 left, taxi via, right on Alpha, join Kilo, cross 31 left, hold short 4 left.
Singapore 25, heavy, roger. Taxi holding point 4 left via Alpha, Kilo, crossing 31 left approved.
American 399 Yankee, request push and start.
American 399er Yankee, New York, good morning. Push and start is at your discretion. Use caution. There's an outbound 777 behind you. Call for taxi.
Roger, push and start on my discretion, and there's a 777 pushing behind.
Delta 5648, continue Alpha short of hotel. Give way to a Singapore 777 coming out of the ramp.
And continue on Alpha, short of hotel, we got traffic inside, 5649.
Roger. Delta 5648, give way to that 777, then continue tacking on Alpha.
Give way to the triple, then continue via Alpha, 5648.
How do I feel about the side stick? Is it uncomfortable? Oh, I play IF free. Side stick doesn't bother me. You get used to it pretty quickly, actually. I'm very much used to it now. I actually just ordered a custom side stick from Europe because I want my sim experience to feel exactly the same as the real thing. So I bought a Thrustmaster, what's it called? The actual joystick base, and then I bought the custom attachment. I'll show you guys a link. Caleb, good to see you. Let's see here. So I bought this, which is a 1-to-1 replica, except it's reversed. I chose the first officer right side because I obviously fly from the right. And it connects to the HOTAS Thrustmaster base. But I ordered this like 2 months ago. The lead time's like 3 months to get one of these, and then I just actually ordered the
And
wing
ground,
wing.
Delta 5648, do you mind if you hold here on Alpha? We see an outbound American triple. We need to get past him to get into our gate.
Delta 5648. Yeah, let's do this. Let me try to bring you in another way. Let's go left on Hotel Bravo, left on Bravo, left on Hotel to the ramp. Will that work for you?
Yeah, that'll work. We can do that. Left on Hotel Bravo, left on Hotel, left on Bravo, left on Hotel to the gate. 5648, thanks.
No worries. Singapore 25 Heavy, you going to be ready at the end?
Singapore 25, affirmative.
Alright, Singapore 25, wind 02088, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
4 left, clear for takeoff, Singapore 25.
Good morning, Italian Alien. Everything's going well. Yeah, I modified the Thrustmaster Airbus throttles as well. I 3D printed detents and installed them. I found a kit online and spoke to the developer, and he sent me the 3D print files because I gave him $5 for the actual STLs. And it makes the detents so much more pronounced, and it fixes like the thrust lever angle as well. It's pretty cool. Oh, I hear you. I mean, everything nowadays is expensive no matter what country you're in. Actually surprised it's so chill right now.
American 399 again, key request taxi instruction.
American 399er Yankee Heavy, runway 4 left, taxi via Hotel Bravo, right on Alpha, join Kilo, cross 31 left, hold shore 4 left.
Taxi on to Hotel Bravo, Alpha, Kilo, and cross runway 224, and hold short of 4 left.
Cross 31 left, hold short of 4 left.
31 left, sorry.
That's okay. Singapore 25 Heavy's radar contact, say altitude leaving.
Singapore 25, passing 2,400 now.
Singapore 25 Heavy, roger. Turn right direct Betty, climb and maintain 10,000, 10,000.
Direct to Betty and climbing 10,000, Singapore 25.
Potential aircraft at LaGuardia, this information Charlie's now current, the altimeter 2989er. Potential aircraft at Kennedy, this information Bravo is current, no significant changes, altimeter 2989er. Potential aircraft at Newark, this information Bravo is now current, no significant changes, altimeter 2990. Where's Singapore going? EDDF. Wherever EDDF is. Somewhere in Europe. EDDF. Frankfurt. Oh, really? Yeah, I heard Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 was announced and pre-orders. Let's take a look at that while we're waiting. Make sure I can watch him. I'm gonna put him over here so I can multitask well. Put that over there. That way I don't forget about him. All right. So I heard the specs are hilarious for the machine that they're
American
talking.
3999 Yankee request clearance to cross runway 31 left.
Yep, you were already cleared to cross through one left. Continue on Alpha there. Cross through one left, hold short of 4 left.
Roger, okay.
All right, here's the aircraft list. All right. You got the Airbus 321 long range. You got the A330. I wonder who manufactured the 321 long range, because I'm obviously going to be quite critical of a stock aircraft like that.
Singapore 25, reaching 10,000.
Singapore 25, you're leaving my airspace. Boston Center's closed. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Altitude, your discretion. You have a great flight.
Singapore 25, switching Unicom. Thank you for the service. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Daniel Goodwin with subscription. Thank you so much. Air Force Proud got to go to the event in person. You have to get flight licenses. Oh, interesting. Any Builds is making the Airbus stuff. Really? If Any Builds is making the Airbus stuff, it could be a game changer. They're American 399er Yankee. Runway 4 left, line up and wait.
Runway 4 left, line up and wait.
Where's my status? Stand by. Why I can play settings. Just status text. American 399er Yankee Heavy, wind 010 at 10, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 04 left.
Put him over there so I can keep reading. Hello, Smug. Yeah, I know I commented on Air Force Proud 95. I made a snide remark, if I can find it here. Hold on. Air Force Proud 95. That was my comment. Anyway, so I'm wondering if they fixed the physics engine, because I couldn't care less about, all right, enhanced physics system that allows 10,000 rigid body surfaces that enable the simulation of any shape of aircraft, soft body physics, cloth, ropes, balloons, and more. Improved ground handling and water handling. Well, if ground and water, I don't know what the fuck water handling is. I guess that's just processing. But ground handling, I don't really care about the visuals of ground. I'm assuming it's regarding ground effect. If so, then good on Microsoft Flight Simulator, because that's the only big complaint I have now about it, is that I shouldn't be floating in an A320. Like, I fly the Phoenix, and even landing it still doesn't feel right. Is it really, Sundeep? All right, I'll take a look at it. American 399er Yankees, radar contact, say altitude leaving.
Sorry, say again.
American 399er Yankees, start that right turn heading 100. Say altitude leaving.
Right until 100 and leaving 2,000 feet.
Okay, American 399 Yankee. Climb and maintain 10,000, 10,000.
Climb 10,000 feet.
You said squirrel, huh?
Since its release 4 years ago, over 50 million people have played Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, with 49 with more accessible ways to be
Aerodynamics.
Flight Sim 2024 will feature the greatest variety of aircraft in the series' history, from the standard GA planes and airliners to helicopters, biplanes, gliders, and new additions like parachutes, paragliders, and hot air balloons. There will be plenty to sink your teeth into. But with this variety comes a need for the aerodynamics to become even more detailed. Greatly increased flexibility in surface and wing design, allowing for multiple wings, multiple tails, and even multiple fuselage aircraft, with each being simulated aerodynamically. Ground effect is now simulated, as is engine wash. In fact, turbulence is now a very real part of the sim. If you fly into your own wake or into someone else's wake in multiplayer,
Wow.
you will feel it. The heavier the aircraft, the more turbulence will be generated by the lifting wings. This turbulent air spreads and dissipates naturally in the game world. It will linger or blow across the runway depending on weather conditions. And you'll be pleased to hear that all these calculations have been heavily optimized and multi-threaded. In Flight Sim 2020, you could pretty much land wherever you wanted and not feel much
Now, what I'm curious about, American 399 Yankee, procedure Merit, climb, maintain 17,000.
Plus the direct man and sorry, second altitude.
Yeah, direct to Merit, climb and maintain 17,000, 17,000.
Climb level 170 and direct man.
New York, good morning, Cathay 844 Heavy.
Cathay 844, New York Center, good morning, radar contact, tree 8 miles to the northwest, Slate Run VOR at flight level tree 90. Welcome aboard, squawk 4647.
4647 set, Cathay 844.
American 399er, just confirm you're going direct to Merit. That's Mike Echo Romeo India Tango.
Affirmative, that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, it's over here, so let's Cathay 844 cross Genoa at maintain flight level 230.
Genoa 230, maintain, Cathay 844 Heavy.
New York Center, very good morning, sir. Southwest 320 is a Boeing 737 with information Charlie, ready for taxi to runway 13. We are at LaGuardia.
Southwest 320, New York Center, good morning, runway 13, taxi via a left on Bravo, join Papa, across runway 4, hold short of runway 13.
Taxi to holding point 13 via Bravo, Papa, cross runway 4, correction, cross runway 04 and hold short runway 13, Southwest 320.
American 399er Yankee Heavy, you're leaving my airspace. Boston Center's closed. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Good flight.
Thank you, Military Unicom, and thank you for control.
All right. We'll put Southwest in the corner here so we can just keep an eye on him. And then I can keep watching the city out. Yeah, so... So the comment about ground effect is huge. I mean, that's my biggest question about the wake turbulence. Will the data from being connected to an online pilot client such as VATSIM, will that data push through to other planes? I would think in theory it would, because The aircraft is being injected, so the position of the aircraft's there. Therefore, wake turbulence will exist because it knows the aircraft's going to generate it based on the modeling of the aircraft. Therefore, in theory, it should modify the pilot simulator client environmentals to simulate wake turbulence. We'll find out.
Difference in terrain types other than
I'll just load up in a 172 behind a 777 and we'll find out real quick.
increased friction. Fields, riverbanks, snowfields, the terrain was not bumpy and tessellated. It did not contain stones or
Wow.
small rocks or other obstacles that might affect your landing. It was all essentially flat.
All right, that looked a little
There were other
janky.
obstacles,
I'm being such a nitpick right now because I could not care less,
fields,
but
the terrain was not bumpy and tessellated. It did not contain stones or
That's
small rocks
smooth.
or other obstacles that might affect your landing. It was all essentially flat.
Just
VATSIM
being an asshole,
2024
guys.
has 4,000 times more surface
Who's flying
detail.
Frontier
This applies
Flight?
to the geometry.
Stand by, guys. Who's flying Frontier Flight? Frontier Flight. Yeah, that's the route we do. That looks right. Love the realism.
Terrain and textures. As a result, all terrain collisions are fully 3D modeled in high resolution.
Oh, really,
This
Caleb?
greatly affects your landing strategy. You will need to scope out the area beforehand and check if the terrain is safe to land on. There's new aerial and satellite imagery. They assembled a new team just for digital elevation maps and produced what they believe to be the best height field mapping anywhere on Earth. For example, the Grand Canyon now has photogrammetry down to 50 centimeters resolution,
That's,
which, when viewed in the sim,
excuse my
is
language,
simply
fucking
stunning.
disgusting.
For parts of the world where the team
That's
don't have the rights or
disgusting.
the ability to capture photogrammetry, they figured out a way to use satellite imagery to create 3D scans at 2-meter resolution.
You know what that means, right, guys? Fucking going to North Korea. Just kidding. They probably didn't reach out to good old Kim Jong-un and be like, hey, can we get some pictures of your ground?
New York Center, good morning, touch 2 heavy, just prospect ready for text information, Bravo.
Turkish 2 heavy, New York, good morning, runway 4 left, taxi via left on Bravo, right on Kilo, cross 31 left, hold short of 4 left.
Taxiing left on Bravo, then on Kilo, crossing runway 31 left, and then
Good morning,
proceeding
Nudge.
on hotel to watch out for runway 4 left, touch 2 heavy.
I mean, let's be honest, guys. Like, that's the first thing I thought of when he said that. He's like, there's some areas they couldn't get the photogrammetry. I'm like, huh, what areas would they not probably be able to get that? Because I remember when MSFS 2020 came out and I was watching streams, there were like 5 streamers who were like, let's fly around Pyongyang. I'm like, okay, guys. Just a joke, guys. Lighten up. Lighten up, guys. Southwest 320, you going to be ready at the end?
Inform, sir, we'll go at your end.
Wow, I just heard myself. Southwest 320, roger. Flight 1006 departure, wind 020 runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Fly via the 10-6 departure via runway 13, clear for takeoff, Southwest 320.
Allowing them to render large mountain ranges and volcanoes in greater detail than ever before. There are 23
V-Trix,
biomes and over
welcome.
100 species of trees. Seasons are model and the vegetation adapts to the seasons. So in autumn the leaves will turn yellow or red depending on the species. Aircraft now leave traces on the ground, leaving deep tracks in the snow, tire marks on the tarmac, and deep indents in the grass fields behind the wheels. When you do land, will turn yellow or red depending on the species. Aircraft now leave traces on the ground, leaving deep tracks in the snow, tire marks on the tarmac, and deep indents in the grass fields behind the wheels.
You just obliterated your prop. You just ingested all of that corn. Like, your engine would not be running anymore. Like, okay, I get it. You're accentuating the pathway thing. I get it. But let's be honest here, everybody. You cannot fly an aircraft into cornfields without damaging the airplane. Okay. Just gonna pass by that. I know what he was trying to say, but I'm just, you know how I can be, guys. All right, what's United want? What do you want, United? It's fine. Simulation, they said. Realistic, they said. Yeah, right.
When you do land, you may also be surprised to see dozens of species of animals.
Oh!
Microsoft collaborated with Frontier, creators of Planet Zoo, and brought giraffes, kangaroos, zebras, sheep, elephants, moose, cows, tigers, and more into the sim. To see dozens of species of animals. Microsoft collaborated with Frontier, creators of Planet Zoo, and brought giraffes, kangaroos, zebras, sheep, elephants, moose, cows, tigers, and more.
Yes, United 950 with you, Florida 330, 30 miles west of Robbinsburg.
United 950, New York Center. Good morning. Radar contact 8 miles east of Philly. Flight level 330. Welcome aboard.
Florida 330, United 950. Good morning.
Southwest 320's radar contact. Say altitude leaving.
Southwest 320, passing 2,300, sir, for 5,000.
Boogers is like, excuse me. Southwest 320, roger. Climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000, Southwest 320.
Damn. Damn, boy. She is thick. Oh, Christ.
More into the sim. These animals are correctly located in the world and move and migrate just as they would in real life. Machine learning was used on satellite imagery to ensure that livestock such as horses, cows and pigs are placed differently in the game world than wildlife. Making Flight Sim 2024 a living world isn't just about floor.
Southwest 320, turn left heading 330.
Turn left heading 330, Southwest 320.
Flora and fauna. Shipping and aircraft traffic are Model 2. After casually taking the transponder signal from every ship.
Cathay 844, leaving 3904-230.
Thank you.
Nurse, good morning, American System 6030 on 4th Street in Buffalo County.
American 226, New York Center, radar contact, flight level 220, descend across Calverton, Charlie at maintain 12,000. The Kennedy altimeter is 2989er.
First, Charlie, at the maintain 12,000, the New York altimeter 2989 for American System 16.
American 226, advise when you have the ATIS on board.
Roger.
Southwest 320, leaving 10,000, turn left direct park.
After 1,000, turn direct park, Southwest 320. Correction, it's 10,000, not that, Southwest 320.
You're good. I know what you meant.
ship in the world every
Hold
30
on.
after casually taking the transponder signal from.
I just want you guys to look at this boat right now, okay? And I'm going to show you something really quickly that's going to blow your mind. Can I ask you why we have a boat that is within the middle of nowhere? It looks beautiful, right? It's like, oh, it's within the valley and whatnot. Guys, that's the fucking New York City ferry. That's the fucking New York City ferry, guys. Guys. It's the fucking New York City ferry. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a design change, but guys, come on. Southwest 320, climb, maintain flight level 380.
Kilometer flight level 380, Southwest 320.
American 226, plan the ILS-4, right?
That's for right on have Bravo.
Ship in the world every
Thank you.
30 seconds and model matching the data to hundreds of ships in the sim, it's fair to say that the sea will no longer be barren. Sadly, they could only model the world's air traffic to 91% accuracy, but they're working on getting it to 100%. If it's any consolation, they've matched the air traffic data to hundreds of aircraft models as well. Every single plane, every single variant. So I suppose we can let them get away with that.
Can you imagine flying into Oshkosh during AirVenture on Microsoft Flight Simulator? That would be a data nightmare.
9%.
Kevin, how
VATSIM
are
has
you?
also seen a major upgrade. Every light source in the world has real-world physical-based intensities from the sun down to the streetlights. In addition, atmospheric lighting has been reworked. The cloud layers.
I don't know if he's going to get into it, but that was one of the complaints I had about MSFS is I was able to see Mausers and approach lighting systems way further out than I should have because there was no intensity. I know he mentioned the intensity, but
are now more accurate
curious.
by the sun.
No
especially
complaints,
when the
Captain
sun
Kevin.
is low, where it will be more yellow at lower altitudes. In Flight Sim 2024, Microsoft are bringing up to 45 new aircraft from the aviation spectrum. Let's take a look at a few highlights. From commercial airliners like the Boeing 737 MAX 8 and the Airbus A330, there's specialist transport such as the Airbus Beluga and Boeing Dreamlifter. On the military side, we have the A-10 Warthog, Airbus A400M, Boeing Chinook, and the Boeing C-17. Several helicopters, including the Airbus H225 and the Ericsson S-64 aircrane. There's the now-retired firefighting Boeing 747 Global Supertanker, and a number of amphibious planes to play around with, like the de Havilland CL-415 and the Dornier Sea Star. I had a fly around with the very unique and powerful Draco X. That thing is a monster. Speaking of unique, there's quite a few new offerings for the more eclectically inclined pilots out there, like the Jetson 1, a one-person drone inspired by Star Wars vehicles, and the Joby S4, a 6-prop eVTOL aircraft. Have fun with that. Personally, have fun with that.
Guys, what's missing here? Want to see if anyone can pick out one of the main things that's missing in this. This is clearly photogrammetry, like that's beyond clear, but there's something severely missing from this skyline right now. And I don't believe it's blocked by this fucking prop. There's One World Trade is non-existent. This is the Empire State Building, I'm pretty sure. One World Trade isn't even here. What is I'm being a nitpicker purposely. Like, they're accentuating how amazing this looks and just thinks everyone will wash away with this crap, but it doesn't. Like, this is all photogrammetry right now. Why would you... Like, even in 2020, I don't think it looks this bad. So... Unless this isn't New York, but I'm pretty sure this is New York. Atmospheric fog. No, the big building, that's kind of a big thing.
Personally, I'd like to pop over to the supermarket in the Parachute Sky Rascal to do my weekly shopping.
United 950, you're leaving my airspace. Boston Center's closed. Radar starts terminated. Frequency change approved. Good flight.
Frequency change approved. United 950. Thanks for your service. Have a great one.
So yeah, Cathay 844 across Lendiat. Maintain flight level 190-250 knots.
The Pestral Taurus and the luxurious STEM S12G. With a retractable propeller.
Say the restrictions again, please, for Cathay 844. Touch the 190 and 250 knots.
Lendy at 190-250 knots, correct.
Windy 250, 190, Cathay 844 heavy.
Hot air balloon and a balloon with a propeller from Dutch company Flydo. There's the motor gliders too. The Pestral Taurus and the luxurious STEM S12G. With a retractable propeller, you will have the option of being winched out or just take off autonomously from the ground. Gliders have had a major upgrade. Since there's no worldwide database of glider winch sites, Microsoft contacted every single glider organization on Earth and asked them what kind of gliders do they have and what kind of winches do they use, and then proceeded to handcraft all 2100 sites in the sim. Helicopters also got some love in the form.
So Microsoft, this is a good question. $65 million in gross revenue on the Steam platform alone, having sold 1.4 million units. Success totaled $16.2 billion in 2022. I guess with $16 billion, you can reach out to find out what kind of winches a glider uses and have that kind of power.
Form of oil rigs and helipads. For oil rigs, Microsoft sourced a database of all 940 oil rigs.
900 feet up to 1,300 feet.
Sundeep, upgrading to first class. Thank you for the membership on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, man. Yeah, I pay for the premium version of ChatGPT because I have my own custom GPT for my airline contract, so I can ask the GPT questions about it to find out contractual agreements and whatnot regarding pay and all that fun stuff. It's very useful.
Rigs from around the world from insurance companies. For helipads, Microsoft built their own database from satellite imagery and then populated the world with helipads to match. I didn't have time to play with career mode outside of the opening cutscenes, but here's what I do know. You can start your career from anywhere in the world. I chose Earl's Cone, my local airstrip. You create a custom avatar and are greeted by your own dynamic mentor, the owner of the Aero Club. Microsoft works with the United Nations to represent humankind accurately, a benefit you'll see in airport populations and even...
That is such a weird flex, dude. Did anyone else hear that?
By your own dynamic mentor, the owner of the Aero Club. Microsoft works with the United Nations to represent
Microsoft worked with the United Nations
humankind accurately
to replicate humankind accurately. Roger.
A benefit you'll see in airport populations and even in passenger cabin in your aircraft. From here,
Ooh, that was a little bit glitchy. I have a feeling that's going to be a frame hog.
Represent humankind accurately, a benefit you'll see in airport populations and
Watch this guy.
even in passenger cabin in your aircraft. From here,
Actually,
you'll
no,
go
it was
through the
that
process
guy. I lied.
of certification, after which you'll get your private pilot license and you can access missions and tackle the skill tree to obtain more licenses, which will then unlock more mission types across your career. Each license has to be paid for and you will need to successfully pass a check ride to earn it. You won't be left to figure this all out on your own, however, with more than 65 training modules to assist less experienced pilots getting started, as well as pros looking to pass their next rating. Completing missions earns you XP and credits, which you'll need if you want to purchase your own plane and start your own business. Your trusted mentor will be taking a cut whilst you're flying their aircraft after all. Once you own your own aircraft, the responsibility of care and maintenance then falls to you. If you damage your plane, you'll have to pay to fix it. Maintenance and fuel costs will also be borne by you, but there'll be no middleman taking a cut. Of course, if you fully crash it, you better hope you bought the optional insurance. Bottom line, it pays
Jesus!
borne by you, but there'll be no middleman taking a cut. Of course, if you fully crash it, you better hope you bought the optional.
Okay. What I got to be honest about right now, those physics are clearly better than the existing, because a ramp like that's what a plane would do in the existing MSFS. That wouldn't have happened. Cathay 844 Heavy, depart Lendy heading 130 vectors ILS 4 right.
Heading 310 after Lendy vectors ILS 4 right, Cathay 844.
American 226 descend and maintain 9,000.
Delta 9000, 226.
American 226 depart Rober heading 230 vectors ILS 4 right.
Rover heading 130, vectors ILS 4 right, 226.
Confirm heading 130 was for Cathay.
Cathay 844 A firm depart Lendy heading 130.
130 after Lendy 844.
I want a hardcore mode where I have to start over if I crash. Jesus. On air company, yeah, Sundeep, you nailed it on that one, dude.
New York Center, Frontier 2317 at Philadelphia, request taxi.
Frontier Flight 2317, New York, good morning. Stand by while I just pull the weather for Philadelphia for you. Frontier Flight 2317, the wind's calm, wind altimeter 2989er, runway 27 left, taxi via Echo, cross runway 27 right, Sierra, hold short of runway 27 left.
Okay, cross taxi via taxiway Echo, cross runway 27 right, and hold at Sierra 1, is that right, for Frontier 2317?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, roger.
Real world, they don't say Sierra 1. The only reason I know that is because Philadelphia is my base. Typically, taxi via Foxtrot Sierra or Echo Sierra, depending upon traffic loads. And hold short of 27 left is usually what's given. At this point, there are usually aircraft lined up here, and there's some in the intermediaries. So that's why I don't say Sierra 1, because real world, I've never been told Sierra 1. Cathay 844, descend and maintain 16,000. The Kennedy altimeter is 2989er.
16,000, altimeter 2989, Cathay 844.
I did get a ding ding a moment ago. He's going to Merit. 35's approved. Via the Kennedy.
borne by you, but there'll be no middleman taking a cut. Of course, if you fully crash it, you better hope you bought the optional insurance. Bottom line, it pays to fly professionally. Now, missions generate every day. The devs generated around 3 million missions, and these are not just based on specializations, they also take into account plane type, the weather, and the season. In short, you'll never play the exact same mission twice, and you won't be rescuing someone from a ski slope in the middle of summer. Mission types include passenger transport, flight seeing, search and rescue, cargo transport, agricultural aviation, aerial construction, charter service, medivac, aerial firefighting, and advertising. We don't know how these missions work specifically as they weren't available when I played the sim, but the devs did discuss some of the simulated events that will affect your flying. For example, banners will add weight and drag, so you'll have to put in extra power to counteract these effects. Cargo is physically simulated, so if you hoist a cargo payload up with a helicopter, it will be affected by a prop wash, so you'll have to do it skillfully in order to remain stable. Every week you will have 3 different challenges across different game modes. For example, there could be a rally race, a low altitude flight, or a precision landing. Rally race has you speeding through a set of gates against the clock. Low altitude challenge requires you to fly fast and low. Precision landing is exactly what it says, land as accurately as possible. These challenges are short, around 2 to 3 minutes each, and your performance in a challenge will earn you a ranking and a place on the leaderboard. Depending on your position in the leaderboard at the end of the week, you may move up or down through the leagues. A series ends after around 10 weeks, and you'll then be rewarded with a medal based on your
Cathay
position.
44,
Bronze,
descend to maintain
silver, gold,
13,000.
platinum, or diamond. Now on the surface, this seems
Descend
aimed
maintain
squarely
13,000,
since its
Cathay
release
844.
4 years ago, overfully pass a check ride to earn it.
Sorry.
One week, you may move challenged to
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Why do you have them depart Lindy on a heading? Because that's standard, Carter. Even though they're going to go to LaGuardia, that ensures that they're going the way that they need to. I don't want them to try to cut south for any reason. When they're on the 4s, they have to be fed this way, like a large sort of hook. Because I've had many people try to go south like this, and I can't get you from 19,000 feet down to 2,000 in that distance. So they come out this way, they get to send to 13. Once he's over to about here, he's going to get a 180 down and drop to 8,000 here. Once he's clear this block, he'll get dropped to 4, or I'll probably just drop him to 2 because no one's around. And then I'll bring him in over ZTAL. He's very clearly going first, followed by American because he's right there, and he's going significantly faster because he's higher altitude. I should listen to Philly Ground more, considering I live here. Fair enough. Nitro, thank you for the follow. Hello, Talon. Cathay 844, fly heading 180, descend and maintain 8,000.
Heading 180, descend maintain 8,000, Cathay 844.
American 226, descend and maintain 7,000.
7,000, 226.
No, Steve, not in the slightest. Not in the slightest.
$10 weeks, and you'll then be rewarded with a medal based on your position: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond. Now on the surface, this seems aimed squarely at the gamer crowd, but the team at Asobo noticed that often their most committed competitors were actually hardcore simmers. The flight model is the same as the base sim, and so to perform well, you'll need to be a good pilot.
The flight model is same as the base sim. I'm hoping that's referring to 2024, not 2020.
For a more relaxed set of challenges, there's the World Photographer. Grouped into themed topics, you'll be challenged to take a photograph from a location around the world, and the composition of the photograph must contain certain elements. Themes such as European castles, USA bridges, and world-famous monuments
To each their own.
will help you explore the most beautiful and iconic places on Earth. In a challenge which I completed from iconic sites of Asia, I had to land on a lake next to a Hindu temple in Indonesia and take a photograph with the temple towers in the foreground, the lake in the background, and my plane landed on the water. These challenges
217 at Sierra 1.
Frontier Flight 2317. Fly heading 230, wind calm, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear to take off runway 27 left and turn heading 230 for departure, Frontier 2317.
American 226, turn 20 degrees right.
20 degrees to the right, American 226.
Cathay 844, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend maintain 4,000, Cathay 844.
American 226, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, American 226.
Cathay 844, fly heading 220.
220 for Cathay 844.
Some nice early morning controlling, we can't complain. They said we added all this detail to the wild, but how do we get players to actually land in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. Like, it felt as if GTA 5 PS5 edition wildlife thingy, but more realistic. Yeah, FS 2024 is clearly a market for casual or GA. No, without a doubt, Steve. They're definitely accentuating the gamification of it all.
not only take you to places on Earth where you may never otherwise visit, but they also teach you to use the in-game camera system as well as the weather system. And some challenges require a certain time of day or year, or even having the moon in the sky, all of which you must set up for the photograph. Switching gears here, let's talk about some of the more technical aspects of the sim. One complaint of Flight Sim 2020 has been the large installation and long load times. Each time you purchase a new plane...
Side note, one of the first tests I will do, guys, with Microsoft 2024 is load up a 172 and check their autopilot. Because as is today, if you put the autopilot on and put it into heading mode and set a specific heading, it will not turn at standard rate. I made the complaint 3 years ago. I put it on their forums. They never fucking fixed it. I could not use it to create content videos for students because the autopilot cannot do a standard rate turn. Biggest pet peeve of mine, and they did nothing about it. Multiple people commented on my thread and Asobo ignored it. Big problem. Standard rate turns are standard with any autopilot. You were able to do it with the airliners, but you neglected the crappy Cap 140 autopilot. I get it, but that drove me absolutely insane.
Or airport or receive a new world update, you have to install it locally, and it contributes to a longer load time and increased drive space on your computer. The devs have sought to tackle this with changes to the core architecture. Now there's a greater reliance on the cloud. Internet bandwidth and install footprint is greatly reduced as the sim will only download what you can see. All world updates and marketplace purchases of airports and planes will be streamed on demand and cached locally. This also means that world updates and updates to marketplace aircraft are performed automatically. The rolling cache is
Cathay 844, turn right heading 330.
Right heading 330, Cathay 844.
Sorry, I got distracted there. Cathay 844, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend, maintain 2000, Cathay 844.
I'm going to see how accurate the LCF is. I'm hoping it's PMDG partnership. I'll go see how accurate the tanker is, as it's really just normal dash 400. To each their own. I'm going to be obviously very critiquing of the 321 for obvious reasons. Southwest 320, you're leaving my airspace. DC center's closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change proved.
Over to Unicom, Southwest. Over to Unicom, Southwest 320. Thanks for the ATC, sir, and have a good day.
What's up?
See ya.
Frontier Flight 2317's radar contacts altitude leaving.
Radar contact Frontier 2317.
Frontier Flight 2317, turn left direct Woodstown, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Left direct Woodstown and climb flight level 360, Frontier 2367. 2217.
Cathay 844, you're 1 true miles from ZTAL. Proceed direct ZTAL. Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS 4 right approach. Maintain 180 or greater till EBI.
Direct ZTAL, and we will maintain 180 knots until 4 miles, did you say?
180 until EBI.
Till EBI, 180. Direct ZTAL 844.
180 or greater. I'm sorry.
New York Cathay 844.
Go ahead, Cathay.
I confirm we're not clear for the approach yet, though.
You are cleared for the approach. Direct ZTAL, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS 4 right approach, maintain 180 or greater to EBI.
Cleared ILS 04 right, 180 until EBI. Cathay 844.
American 226, turn right heading 270.
T70, T26.
Frontier Flight 2317, leaving my airspace. Washington's closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. See you later.
Frequency change approved, Frontier 2317. Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye. I should have sent him to a fix down the road like we usually get. Like Hey Do. That's usually what I get instead of Woodstown, but that's my fault. American 226, traffic at your 12 o'clock and 8 miles northbound. It's a A340 at 2,000 feet. Report traffic in sight.
Yeah, the traffic inside American 226.
American 226, follow that traffic, cleared visual approach 4 right.
Follow traffic, clear visual approach from RT 104 right, American 226, right.
Kevin, I'm going to probably be off in like 30 minutes because I have to go fly with my girlfriend and do a mock CFI check ride.
Is now very important, and so a larger cache is now recommended. Note that installs of third-party aircraft and airports outside of the marketplace will not be stored in the cloud and will still require you to update them manually. The reworked marketplace allows renting of planes and even trials, which offers a low-risk way of try before you buy. This is all determined by the publisher. You will also be able to gift items from the marketplace to your friends, which is a highly requested feature.
Okay, that's huge. I can use that as a streamer when we do failure streams and whatnot, and I raise money. Following streams, I can do giveaways and just send you guys content. That's pretty neat.
In order to improve the flight planning and simulation of the aircraft systems and avionics, Microsoft has brought working title simulations in-house.
I'm sorry.
In order to improve the flight planning and simulation of the aircraft systems and avionics, Microsoft Has brought working title simulations in-house. The end result is that Flight Sim 2024 will launch with the largest variety of aircraft and deep aircraft systems of any simulator ever. One of the goals is to reduce the need for flight simmers to have to use outside services or applications to assist with flight planning.
Cathay 844, wind 020 at 10 runway 4 right, clear to land.
Or complex flights
Land,
using some of the same features as are
right.
used by airline dispatchers for commercial flights. You can edit your flight path by dragging to different waypoints, look at runways, the weather, and the winds on the runways, preload and check charts for airports and the winds on the runways.
Man, why are you using David Clark's in it? Is this 737 MAX? I think this is 737 MAX. Girl, upgrade. Get the bows. Get the bows, girl. Just get the bows. Just get the bows. The walk-around feature is cool. Nitro, I think we have a couple of events coming up. If you check our website, it'll tell you.
Preload and check charts for airports and examine procedures. Not only that, but your planned flight path along any departure or arrival procedures can be visualized from within the simulator, even during flight. As well as these basic features, there are also advanced features like performance planning for aircraft. There's fuel and payload planning, checklists, and even extended ops for oceanic operations. All this information is then visible in the virtual cockpit via a built-in electronic flight bag, or EFB. Inside the cockpit, you'll find volumetric lighting, ray tracing, and improved glass rendering. All this contributes to a much more realistic-looking instrument panel with sharp and soft shadows across all buttons, controls, and screens. Flight Sim 2024 will be sold in 4 editions: Standard, Deluxe, Premium Deluxe, and Aviator. For those wanting an old-school physical box, there's the Steelbook version of the Premium Deluxe edition. There will also be a limited collector's edition, which will contain...
Yo. I should put my real world airline badge in that and walk into the airport with that on. Oh man, that would be hilarious. My buddy left his A20s on an airplane. Yeah, I could never leave my A30s on an airplane. Oh my god. Smug, they're trying to incorporate it all as one product within their marketplace, but there's certain add-ons they're not going to be able to incorporate. VATSIM will be one of them. Do it. I dare you.
The Steelbook version of the Premium Deluxe edition. There will also
American
be
226 or 8 miles and trail of an A340, wind at 020 at 10 runway 4 right, clear to land.
Microsoft's relationship in helping to rebuild the aircraft. There's also a themed Flight Sim 2024 bag, pins, and a steelbook of the Aviator edition. Pre-ordering any of these editions will get you the Canadair CL415 in Flight Sim 2020 to play right now. I was lucky enough to be one of the first 24 people outside of the dev team to try Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The experience felt similar to how I felt back in 2019 when I was one of the first to try Flight Sim 2020. A mixture of excitement, surprise, and awe at what I was experiencing. The feeling of seeing and trying something truly at the cutting edge of what's possible in the gaming world. With Flight Sim 2024, I believe Microsoft and Asobo have really listened to what its players want from the sim. There's something here for everybody, from the digital tourist as they call it, wanting to view our amazing planet, to the casual gamer who
Cathay 844 Heavy, welcome to Kennedy, left Foxtrot, cross 4 left, left Alpha the ramp.
Left to Foxtrot, cross 4 left, and then Alpha to ramp, Cathay 844.
who want structured content and career mode and challenges, through to the hardcore simmer,
Yeah, right,
looking for the
GCA.
very best flight model and world rendering that's currently possible on a home simulator. The architecture is designed to be more lightweight, with reduced demand on internet bandwidth and local storage, whilst greatly improving install and startup times. There's big improvements to the flight model, allowing add-on authors more flexibility than ever to create authentic flight characteristics for the most unusual flying machines ever built by humans. And the terrain is more detailed than ever, the weather system's more complex than ever, and the world is lit and rendered using the most cutting-edge technology we have available, with better avionics, flight planning tools, and a huge variety of aircraft to fly and explore with. I'd like to thank Microsoft and Asobo for allowing me to experience this wonderful sim firsthand and bring you all the details, and to you for watching this far. A video about my trip to the Grand Canyon will be coming soon, so please consider subscribing so that you don't miss it. Or
Center morning, Delta 5530, ready to taxi at Kennedy with Bravo.
Delta 5530, heavy, New York, good morning, runway 4 left, taxi via right on Bravo, join Kilo. Correction. Right on Alpha, join Kilo. Cross 31 left, hold short of 4 left.
Alpha, Kilo, cross 31 left, hold short 4 left. Delta 5530.
Delta 5530, heavy, exit the ramp via Golf, please.
Exit the ramp via Golf, Delta 5530.
Cathay 844, heavy. Once you make the left on Alpha, give way to a Delta 777 coming out of the ramp via Golf, then continue taxi.
We'll give way to Delta 777, Cathay 844 heavy.
Delta 5530, a Cathay A340 is going to give way to you outbound.
Roger, we see the traffic, Delta 5530.
I've watched most previews and I see they've been stressing on the gaming side of aviation. Very much so. It's very clear that's the market they're going after. Which, you know, they've probably learned a lot about it all. That's probably the main thing that's going to make them more successful. I get it. The gamification and the constant, you know, wanting to get more. I hope they don't lock the aircraft behind goal walls. Like you have to complete things. I don't think they'll do that. It doesn't seem like they'll do that. But that would be a terrible mistake. American 226, welcome to the city. So nice. They named it twice. New York, New York. Left on Foxtrot, short 4 left.
That's a Foxtrot, short of 2 left, American 213.
American 226, cross runway 4 left at Foxtrot. Make a right on Bravo to Terminal 8. You have a good day.
Cross 4 left at Foxtrot, right on Bravo, Terminal 8. Thank you very much for the ADC, and goodbye, American 226.
Attention all aircraft at Kennedy 8 is Charlie's now current altimeter 29901. Potential aircraft at Newark 8 is Charlie's current altimeter 29901. Potential aircraft LaGuardia 8 is Delta's current altimeter 29901. I didn't pre-order yet, no. I'll probably pre-order it, in all honesty, because as a content creator, it's important I'm able to do that with you guys. But the specs are like, I saw like the ideal specs. They want like a 40, 90, 64 gigs of RAM. Like my system information here. Hold on. Okay. So I have Z790 Aorus motherboard. I have an i9 14900K. I have 64 gigs of physical RAM. And then my hardware components that I have. Where's graphics? Display. That's a secondary graphics card, but I have a RTX 3080 in my system. My BIOS is up to date, Kevin, yes. Trust me, I know all about the nightmare. Delta 5530, wind 020, 10, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 4 left, Delta 5530.
Yeah, I knew all about it as soon as I built this computer a few months ago. We'll see, Steve. You had 2 processors fail on you? Rip, dude. Intentional aircraft, New York Center closing in about 10 minutes. Yeah, so the specs for Flight Simulator.
Future Flight Sim video.
Oh, he didn't even talk about it. MSFS 2024 specs. So, NVIDIA Intel DX12, Intel Core i7-10700K, cool. Got that. 2080 got that. VRAM got that. RAM got that. Storage got that. And bandwidth got that. Now, if you want the ideal spec, they jump from a 2080 to a 4080. They jump from 32 gigs to 64 gigs. They jump from your download bandwidth of 50 to 100, which most people with standard internet, at least in the United States, has 100 megabit down. Now is that megabytes per second or megabits? I always screw them up. Anyway, that's such a jump, man. That is just a wild, wild jump. Like who needs that massive? Like that's a huge jump. And then you go from a Core i7-10700K to a 14700. What's that? 4 generations? It's got to be bits. Megabytes would be a lot, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely megabits. But I mean, that's 4 generations of a processor plus 2 generations of a graphics card. And they want 12 gigs of VRAM. I don't even know how much the 3080 has for VRAM. Tell me. Does anyone know how much the 3080 has VRAM-wise? Anybody? Bueller? Task Manager will tell you. Good call. Dedicated GPU memory is 10. So I'm like, yeah, it's literally the spec of my machine for my graphics is in the middle of recommended and ideal. My processor exceeds that. The RAM meets that, so
Center, Delta
it'll be interesting.
5530, we are at 5,000.
Delta 5530, radar contact. You can proceed direct to Merritt. Climb maintain 17,000.
17,000, direct Merit, Delta 5530.
No, I don't have task manager pinned. But my internet, I'll be perfectly fine with. My download speed's great. My upload is terrible because I don't have Verizon where I live, which sucks. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Walker 691, flight level 190 on Kingston 1.
Arc 691 New York Center. You're coming in 3x5, but I still hear you. Radar contact, flight level 190. Depart Lendy heading 130, vectors ILS 4 right.
Depart Lendy 130 for vectors 4 right, Walker 691.
See you later, Steve. Delta 5530 leaving my airspace. Boston's closed. Radar services terminated. Frequency change proof. See ya.
Over to Unicom, thanks Jersey. Soup.
Soup. That seems like a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure, Bugaboo. Oh, yeah, 264. Walker 691, descend and maintain 16,000, altimeter 2991.
6,02991, Walker 691.
Walker 691, you definitely got to check your mic, though. It's coming in static and echoey. I'm not sure what's going on. I still hear you, just want to check it.
Okay, I was on yesterday, no problem, but thanks for the heads up.
What are you punching in on the bottom right? Oh, this guy's a text pilot, indicated by the slant T. Yeah, how much you want to bet? That's usually the way it works. Walk 691, descend and maintain 13000. Yeah, it's just a ridiculous spec, but let's see what the internet's saying about it. Interesting.
One 3000, Walker 691.
You sound so much better now.
I just had to change the sample rate for some reason.
Good to know. Which means stutters galore. People with a shitty internet will not like this game. The guy's name is Hamburger. That's a trustworthy reviewer right there. Good morning, Ash. It could be super. It definitely could be. I feel as though that spec of the 4080s for like 4K though, and not everyone is flying in 4K. Like I have a 2K display. I have zero reason for 4K. But again, when I'm streaming, like when I start streaming Flight Sim, I have a separate streaming computer connected to offload that data. Because I can't have my graphics card encoding while trying to deal with Microsoft Flight Simulator. It doesn't work. No, Cardiel. I use Teetles, which is a software for the virtual NAS through CRC. So everything for PDCs I process through here. I don't use HotBA cars to do it. Attention aircraft on frequency, New York Center closing 5-10 minutes. I know I said that 10 minutes ago, guys, but I want to get these two guys in. Oh, boy, oh boy. Walker 691, fly heading 180, descend and maintain 8,000.
180 and down to 8000, Walker 691.
No, on the left side is to modify the data block. So the left side here is for the data blocks. So if I wanted to modify American 1510's data block, I would do QZ. Let's say I gave him 4,000, which I didn't. And then I'd space it and then put in his CID, which is 264. And that changes his data block. It's all about download speeds. Let me see if there's an article about rolling cash. I was hoping this would explain it better. Walk 691, descend and maintain 2000.
Down to 2000, Walker 691.
I'm not sure. You bet on predictable. Table. American 1510. Your stupid text. Damn it. I still don't like text bots. Nothing personal. Unless you have a disability, I don't get it. Like, if you have a disability, totally understand. But it's so much easier when you have a microphone. And realistic. That's one thing I'll never understand. I'll just never get it. Arc 691, turn right heading 290.
Right, 290, Walker 691.
What in the hell? Oh, you're Zulu. Eek. You wouldn't take the Canarsie, though. That is not the route you would take. Oh, he's not even connected. That's a pre-file. That is just not the route you would take, dude. I mean, dude, you're not going to pick up the Snavy. That. All right. Let's. Let's fix that. Walker 691 is 10 miles from ZTAL. Turn right, direct ZTAL. Maintain 2000 until established. Clear to ILS 4 right.
Turn direct ZTAL, maintain 2000 until established. Cleared ILS 4 right, Walker 691.
He can't do a Q route. He's VOR INS RNAV only. Top 3 don'ts for us on VATSIM. Don't log on with an aircraft you don't know how to fly. Don't log on to an airport where you can't accept the procedures or know how to fly them. Don't transmit before you know what to say. Oak 691, wind 020, 10, runway 4 right, clear line.
4 right, clear to line, Walker 691.
Oak 691, I'm going to be logging off shortly. Upon landing, monitor Kennedy, CTAF 119.1. You have a good landing.
Okay, over to CTAF once they landed 119.1, Walker 691. Good day.
Good day. Attention all aircraft on frequency. New York Center is now closed. No further ATC service available within the New York airspace. Monitor appropriate CTAF or air-to-air frequency. Frequency change for all aircraft approved. You have a good morning. All right, guys, and that'll do it for today's stream. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to press that follow or subscribe button if you're on YouTube. I appreciate the support, and you guys, I hope everyone has a happy Friday morning, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Have a good morning. No worries.